Ross, you have the con.
Yay! So a little background as this record. Colin can't make it with us, unfortunately. So Dan has stepped into the helm of editor.
Oh my God! Don't say editor.
Editor, director, cast member,
the record button presser.
I'll take producer. That's as much as I like.
Head tech elf.
Yeah, no replacement
Christmas
editor.
time
There we go. See you later, Colin.
I've spent the morning just plugging in cables and unplugging cables, and then it working for no discernible reason, even though it wasn't.
Yeah,
that's how Colin does it.
Yeah.
I mean, he just goes, it's working.
Turn it off and on again.
I can tell you, I understand why Colin is so grumpy at the start of records. That was stressful.
Well, you said that Colin couldn't make it with us, in the Queens of the Stone Age sense. He wanted to make it with us.
He did, but he couldn't.
Make it with you.
It's something very different from Queens of the Stone Age.
Hello and welcome to Danger Things, a Kids on Bikes adventure. I am your GM on this dangerous journey, and with me, playing the teenagers are James Lockhart.
Hello.
Scott Wilson Besgrove. What?
Yep.
Dan Thompson.
Hiya.
And drummer Boskill. So, I've got a little topic for you.
Ooh, lovely.
Seeing as we are playing teenagers at school, I just wanted to know what you were like at school. Like, anyone have anything were they, teacher's pet, or were they the waylaid child?
This is going to surprise nobody, but I was a bit of an oddball.
Yeah.
With three other guys who are a little bit sort of like, alternative. We had like this little four friends sort of, because and it's all about packs.
Yeah.
And there was a big group. There was the posse. There were the cool kids, and then there was the kind of Hollywood kids who were all like, oh yeah, sort of really good looking, all that stuff. And then there was us, which was four. But we're kind of like everyone because we were quite funny.
Yeah.
Just sort of, but I was always a bit awkward, a bit weird. And nothing's changed.
Yeah. I think I went through, I was in the in-betweeners, I think, in school.
Yeah, we were like the in-betweeners.
Yeah. There was, I had a lot of random, so there was another time, I told you about the time that I got punched in the throat. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Punch.
Oh, yeah.
Good old throat punch.
The last day of school.
Story.
Yeah. I got also...
Good times.
Because when you drinking in the park or something like that.
So it was, so it was the last day of school. And... No, it wasn't last day of school, sorry. It was snowing at school. And everyone was outside and been like, "Hey, let's make snowmen."
Is this another story about getting punched in the throat?
Yeah, almost.
Okay, all right.
And me and my friends, we started rolling a snowball, and then the school bullies came over, and we're like, "What the fuck are you doing, you kid?" Obviously, they didn't sound like that, but
I can see they've been a big influence on your various characters.
Yeah.
So then what they did is they decided to smash our snowball ball up, which was massive. Then one of them picked up the massive chunk of it and threw it on my back, to which point my glasses fell off and they landed and they hooked onto the fence. So I was like trying to find it and I was like,
oh my God. This is horrific.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm traumatized, man.
Hey, it was fun. It was a fun.
Was it a fun? It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Drum? You must have.
I don't know. I guess, because I got sent away at boarding school when I was a teenager, which I'm sure I've mentioned on here before, haven't I? We've talked about this stuff. So once I hit 13, I was in that school. I was part jock, part thesp, I think, because I was in the first rugby team with all grabbing each other's balls, but also I was sort of on the stage all making weird jokes and flapping about like a arty person, and sort of stretched myself between those two sort of camps, but they kind of went it didn't seem to matter too much. But then once I got into the sixth form, my girlfriend, that I started seeing, because they let girls in almost as soon as we hit the sixth form, they suddenly let all these girls in, and we were like, everyone went fucking mental. These poor girls were just like, Jesus fucking hell. And yeah, it sort of settled down a bit, and the girl that I settled with, she was, much more of a, kooky oddball type, you know what I mean? And I fucking loved her for it. So, I think that was it, partly where I sort of found some of my geekery business from. I think was sort of going out with her. I mean, I'd already, when I was younger, I'd already tapped into it a little bit before that. But then when I turned into a teenager, I kind of went, nah, I like girls and music and stuff, and then when I actually found a girl that I liked, I was like, actually, maybe this is, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she really, she had a big influence. She channeled some stuff.
Did you make her a mixtape?
I made her many mixtapes. So many mixtapes. I ran to her house in the middle of the night once because, so it was the start of term, right? We'd just come back, and I hadn't seen her for a while because she lived near the school. She was actually a day girl, and a day girl. She was a day girl. She lived close to the school.
One that walks in the sunlight. To the day people, only fingers for the night people.
And she came she came along to the school on this night. We all sort of came back to see me, and we had some fun between the sheets times, and then and then a couple of my mates were like, "Hey, Drummond, you gonna come and watch Starship Troopers?" I was like, "Yeah, wicked." I was like, "Oh, you gonna come to Starship? No, you got to go back home. All right, I'll see you later," and ran off. Girls don't like it when you do stuff to them and then fuck off. Yeah. And that was how I learned about that. Because I came back to a note saying, I don't like being treated that way. It's over. And I was like, what the fuck? And so at about 3 a.m. in the middle of the night, I ran to her house.
Wow.
In the dark, because I knew who it was from the school. It took about 25 minutes or so, ran the whole way. I was in way better shape back then. And threw stones at her window. And she was like, get the fuck out. Like, my dad, her dad was a big angry farmer, and he came out and he had a gun. Really? Oh no, it wasn't a gun. I'm exaggerating. It was a stick. It was a stick.
There was a farmer's stick.
It was a stick. In my head.
Stories escalate. That stick is so far removed from a gun. It wasn't even a knife. It wasn't even a pipe. It was like the furthest thing possible from a gun.
It was a big stick that he was holding,
like a gun,
like that.
Why did he have a stick just in the house?
He was quite an angry Victorian man.
So he just had an anger stick.
He came for me a couple of times. I fell asleep in her room in her house, and he came and he chased me around the room and went, "Get out of here, you little gnat!" He didn't like me at all.
Fetch me my angry stick.
Yes, he had an angry stick.
My whooping stick.
Anyway, we made up.
So it's got a happy story. But with the mixtape, just the Starship Troopers OST? Was it just...
here's all the thing you missed. This is the intro theme. You didn't come, but hey.
Starship Troopers, you would not watch Starship Troopers with me ever. Fucking hated that film.
God, the escalation on that.
So I don't know, yes, I remember it. It was a stick, but in my head, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It felt like that's what it felt like as a kid.
Yeah.
It's like he's come out with a fucking massive thing. I was like, he's gonna fucking get me.
I didn't think we'd go up from throat punching, but
we did.
Life finds a way.
Yeah. What about you, Scott? Do you have any throat punching, stick, gun stories?
I got an iron chair dropped on my head through a tent.
Gee.
Through a tent?
Yeah, I was in a tent after school. I was getting bullied pretty bad, and I got like over a period of time, not exactly in that particular afternoon, but that afternoon, escalated a little bit. So this kid just pushed over an iron chair. I was in a tent just hanging out. It was like an after school thing. Got an iron chair dropped on my head. So been suspicious of tents ever since.
When you say iron chair, I sort of imagine something like the Iron Throne. You know what I mean? Do you mean just like a camping chair?
It had less stories. No, like they're sort of painted green. I can't really explain it to you. Like outdoor furniture. Like I don't know.
I
know what you mean.
Yeah. But then
rusty old things usually.
I didn't punch anyone on the throat or get chased around with a gun, but I did slice open my mate's head with a Coke can one time.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was
on purpose, accidental?
No, it was purely accidental.
Accidental.
Yeah. We were playing in rubbish, and because the bully kids had only limited options, we were playing in rubbish. Fuck me, this sounds actually a lot darker than my childhood was. And then we were like flinging these crushed Coke cans at each other. And then I just threw one really high and it went clang.
That'll do it.
And we were like, that's not the noise you're meant to hear when you're throwing Coke cans at people. And he started pouring with blood and he came over to me and strangled me.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it got
was
a
he
bit
bleeding on you?
Fall of the House of Usher.
Like a kind of red mist.
Yeah. It went real.
More like Lord of
when
the
you cut
Flies.
your hair, like it spews out.
Yeah,
quite bad,
it was coming out quite bad. He got some on my clothes.
My gosh.
We made up.
I used to play in trash as well. Like I don't know if that's a bullied kid thing. We hit sixth form and just went a bit feral. Yeah. And like we discovered there was like a dump in the school where they just
in sixth form.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They'd stacked up like old computer monitors. It was because it was around the time that the schools are getting rid of all the old CRT monitors, like the big telly ones, and getting flat screen ones. So there's just stacks of those. And me and my mate realized that when you drop like one of these, because it's a vacuum, when you drop it, it implodes and it makes a massive boom, and it's fucking cool. So we just started like climbing on top of a shed with these things and just throwing them. And then we found out there were loads of light bulbs behind the stage in the hall, and we were just in charge of all the tech because we were the only ones who knew how the lighting rig worked. So we'd just like climb up on top of the big screen at the back, like cyclorama at the back of the stage with these big light bulbs, and just hoof them off into the hall and just watch them shatter. and then just leave it for someone to clean up. I absolutely apologise to the Great Grammar School for that appalling display.
I tell you what, you get into crazy stuff when you're a kid because I spend so much of my time trying to explain consequences to Oaken and Willow, and like they're not, because you don't get it even up to the age of like 24, 25. Do you know what I mean? Like the idea of actual genuine, like you get a little bit of it, but like even up to there, you know what I mean? You're just testing shit out. So you don't need to apologise. That's it. It's testing shit out, mate.
And who else is testing shit out? It's also you guys.
Wow. Yeah, man.
That's got to go down like in the DCP Book of Records for wobbliest segue.
I thought that was like butter.
I was watching you just lean into the mic now and then as drummer's talking. I'm like, he's got a fucking banger. He's lining this up. Nope. He's lining this shot up.
Cool. So, in case you don't remember, just to refresh your memory, it's been a few months for us, Dangerlings. It's only been a week for you, but 2 weeks. You pulled up outside Otis's house for a meal that was cooked by Frances, Maggie's mum, and Susan, Otis's mum. They cooked you a lovely blancmange and some lovely closet meatloaf as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I believe. I believe
the airing cupboard. I think.
Scott flirted with both mums quite a bit.
Cool.
Just Scott, not
right.
Benny.
Yeah.
Did you and Colin have a eat off to see who could win the affection of someone's mum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sounded very similar, both mums, but they are sisters. So that's. You learned that they were going away to a spa day for a couple of days as a break, and they should be back before the prom, which is happening at the end of the week.
Okay.
You did some character shit. And you left, and leaving Maggie and Otis sleeping upstairs. Then Maggie, you had a vivid nightmare about Mr. Fingers. he told you a lot of stuff, that he'd been waiting for you, and that you left him behind and forgotten about him, but he's growing stronger apparently, and he's got a target on her. He's got a target of you and your friends.
Coming for everyone, and it's all Maggie's fault.
And that he'll be seeing her real soon. So she went downstairs after going to get some water, and she saw a picture of Mr. Fingers with the heads of Otis and Maggie on it. And then you went to bed, and that's where we pick it up today.
Oh, good.
Now,
Had we all had dreams or something?
Yes.
I remember
Yes.
something about us all having dreams.
We had dreams a while ago. You had a thing with your dad last time.
Did your
Mitch found her dad? He'd had a fall and hit his head, and so you put him back to bed and kind of helped him out. That was the last time we saw Mitch.
Oh, that was in the real life.
That was in real life. That wasn't the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had nightmares
yeah.
back at when we stayed at Caterpillar Guys. We had nightmares.
now, before we start, just getting into it, you'll notice on the table there is no pogs. There's no pogs for your
What?
adversity tokens. I purchased something as a replacement, and I'll pass them around. James, you can have a look at them first.
What is going on?
Hey, holy shit, dude! This hit me in the fucking nostalgia feels. I collected all of these cards. They were the only trading cards I ever got all of them of. They are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Hero Turtle. They were called
Hero Tales.
from Hero Tales. Yeah. What do I take some of them?
Yeah. So take how many you need for your, and then just put them in the middle.
Just have a look. It's like,
from the cartoon.
Incredible.
So they are
From
from
the cartoon?
1990.
Yeah, the 1980s cartoon?
Yeah. 90. I think they're from 1990. I think I got them.
I also had them. Yeah.
That's a fun fact for any non-UK listeners. In the UK, it was called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles because it was considered ninjas were too violent for British children.
Yeah, they didn't want to introduce ninjas as a concept.
This is after our conversation about throat punching, head bleeding, iron
work.
chair dropping.
Had that one.
Also, Ross, you bought
Had that
these.
one.
You clearly
Yeah.
bought them
Had that one.
50 years ago. They are so yellow on the outside.
Yeah, I know.
Are these an old? Did you own these before, or have you eBayed
No,
them?
I Etsy'd them.
Oh, nice.
Technically, I got them for free because the guy took ages to send them, and then they turned up ages ago.
I've got a Donatello because Donatello is the best turtle. And I've got, appropriate enough for the Danger Club podcast, I've got Unsinkable April.
Unsinkable.
Nice. All right, there you go.
I really love the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Yeah, it was a good cartoon.
It was a good cartoon. The franchise has gone through some transitions.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new film?
No.
We'll talk about
They're all
that.
kids,
Amazing.
No.
We'll talk
Just
about that
saying.
next time.
Yay. All
All
right.
I
right.
think I had 4.
Yes, you should have. Just make it up, whatever.
You're so much
Oh,
less strict
it's-
about this than I am.
It's so nice to have a nice GM. I can't tell you.
Let's hear some danger things. Woo! Maggie and Otis, your slumber, if you can call it, especially for Maggie, is interrupted by the sound of a car horn outside. As you awake, you look up and you look out the window and you see Francis Wheeler and Susan standing by the car, loading in with cases in the back. She shouts to you, "Hey, you two, get your butts down here. Say goodbye to your mothers."
Jesus Christ, knock on the door, why don't you?
It's an American thing where, they
Is
go
it?
burp, burp, and they're like, "Come on."
Francis has become a real bitch since breaking up with Dad. All right. Come on, Otis, we should go say goodbye to our moms.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, today Otis has been played by an alternative actor who's about 100 years old.
Do the voice again?
I'm doing it. Well, I'm not sure I can. I might have to change Otis's voice a little bit today because
It's got a bit of a Marge Simpson vibe. I like it.
just to give everyone a bit of background, we are getting into proper Christmas season.
Yes,
and
cold
playing-
and flu.
playing a
yeah,
well-known
yeah.
seasonal character who has been taking out my voice. It's been a very intense week of shows and rehearsing stuff. So, yeah, I'm a bit rusty. So I will try Otis, but Otis might be there because he's kind of like up here and stuff like that. But I don't think he's going to act today. So he might have to be played Brian Dennehy or something.
Otis, your balls dropped in the middle of the night.
It appears so.
Come on, Otis, let's say goodbye to our moms.
Okay.
You head downstairs. You can see Francis and also Susan there. Francis embraces you, Maggie, says to you, okay, now I've left you some money at home for takeout if you want, but only one night. I've prepared the rest of the meals, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Mom.
No staying up practicing your speeches, please. And please, please, please.
What, Mom?
Take Deke out, okay? Go for a walk, but don't go into the woods, please, okay?
Fine.
Just go around the block or something. He's getting old now, so. Now, I just want to say good luck at school.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay? My little president. I hope you win, okay? And I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Mom. You're going to be back before prom, right?
Yeah, of course I will. I wouldn't miss my little girl going to the prom.
Sure. Okay.
Otis, be good. No, it's me, your aunt.
Oh, sorry, Mom. You sound so similar to the other lady.
I'm not doing the head wobble. If I'm doing the head wobble, that's Susan, your mom.
I love your subtle characterizations.
Be good, and if you want Maggie to come over, then just ask, okay? You need to hang out more with your cousin.
Okay.
Okay? She gets in the car and starts it up. Susan,
We're in the house.
Yeah. Susan tidies your scruffy bed hair, Otis, and says, "My little computer whiz.
Oh, Mom.
I'm gonna miss you so much."
I miss you too, Mom.
She squeezes you a little bit tighter. She lingers, just staring at you, almost with a tear in her eye. The pause is broken by the horn of the car.
Get a fucking move on!
I got
your son, bitch!
I got some spas to see over here.
Come on. It's sport day.
Mama needs a facial. Let's go!
Okay, Otis.
Then
Remember,
he comes tumbling out of the bushes.
remember to tell your teachers if those kids start bullying you again. Okay.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
It's my fault. I should have told you to try and fit in when you were younger.
It's okay, Mom. I
you
didn't try and fit in.
You be exactly who you want to be. Okay, my little Otis.
He takes his clothes off.
Okay, I've got your meal prepared tonight, so all you have to do is just turn the oven on, but please don't burn the house down.
You burn the house down?
More in a Talking Heads kind of way.
Your father will be back tomorrow evening from his work trip, okay?
Okay, Mom.
And remember, no eating from the bin, please.
Mom. I like eating from the bin.
And with that, she gets in the car and they take one last look at you, and then they leave. Meanwhile, Mitch, you are home at home waiting outside your dad's room. The door suddenly opens and out comes Dr. Fredrickson. He has a defeated look about him.
What is it?
He's not doing great.
Well, I can tell that he's been pushing himself again.
He's getting worse. Michelle,
what do I gotta do?
I would suggest palliative care.
What? What do you mean?
There are people in palliative care that can look after him, give the things he needs.
I can look after him. I can help. Just tell me what I have to do.
Michelle, I'm not sure how long he's got. You can't do this all on your own. You're just a teenager. I can suggest someone. I've got contacts with palliative care that...
Okay, so how does it work?
Well, he goes into the palliative care. He gets assigned a room, bathroom.
You mean he won't be here?
No, he goes into a home. It's assisted living.
Home?
There are nurses there 24 hours that can take care of him.
But where do... Can't we get someone to come here?
I can see, but they only, visit in the morning and the afternoon. He needs round-the-clock supervision just to stop things like this from happening.
He's not going to want to do it, Doc. You know that.
Maybe you can get through to him. You're his daughter.
I don't want him to go either.
I know, honey. Look. Just think about it, and just focus on school, and I'll be back at the end of the week with his medication.
I'll try and talk to him.
Okay. I'm sorry. He leaves.
This ep comes out on Boxing Day. It's for EastEnders Christmas.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
The phone starts ringing.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's that?
Is that Michelle?
No, it's Mitch.
Oh, sorry, Mitch. Mitch.
Who's this?
It's Percival. Percival Parker.
Do I know Percival Parker?
You do. He's the owner of the thrift shop, Thrifty Business.
Oh, wow.
Flipping it. Did I work there?
You did.
Right.
When you were
One of your
11.
One of your
Okay.
like 20 jobs when you were 11.
I
Percival, what? Hi, what do you want?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I've had a lot on my plate. What do you want?
Well, I just, no. Well, you see, the other person that replaced you, the young 10-year-old.
Ricky.
Yeah,
right?
Ricky. Well, he's gone away for the summer and the rest of the year. So, and I've got quite a lot
Just
of...
say he's dead, Ross.
He's
dead.
People can die in this universe.
10-year-old kids? That's what?
Just vibing off the current vibe of the episode. I feel like that's where we're going,
What is Percival hiding?
A lot of bodies, I think.
Look, Percival, what are you saying? You want me to come back? Or?
I just got a lot of bric-a-brac, and I need some help deciphering where it goes and what it does.
Okay, look,
if you could
Percival,
pop in before your school, that'd be great. It would only take an hour.
I got a lot going on at the moment. I
Since
I'll see
Margaret
what I
died, I haven't seen anybody. No
Okay,
one wants
all right.
any thrift stuff anymore.
just calm down, okay? I'll see what I can do. I'll try and pop by, but I can't stick around long. Okay,
That's fine.
Okay,
Any
all right.
company is good company.
All right, I'll see you on my way to school. Okay.
I love you. Nothing.
Oh my god! I don't know if I feel sorry about this guy or just creeped out. Jesus, so
Hey,
so is he the child catcher of this town?
hi, Percival.
Meanwhile, Benny Frasco, you awake in the morning. Your eyes are blinded by bright sunlight. You sit up and you're in the baseball field. It's weird. You look around and the whole town is there watching you. You have a bat in your hand as well. And opposite you, what is the opposing team's name? The in real life as well as this is a dream, but what is the real opposing team's
This is a
name?
TTRPG game. What?
The opposing team that you're playing against in the baseball game tomorrow or today.
I can't remember.
You can just make it up.
Where are they from again?
You're from Wyoming, and then it's the town next to you.
But we're the Sasquatch.
Yeah, and
something,
they're the bee stings, I think.
I think that was, yeah.
Cool.
Hang on, I'll dig out the Sasquatch town notes from a year ago.
Anyway, you are opposite one of their fielders.
Pitcher, I would say.
Pitcher, that's it. Thank you. You're opposite their pitcher. Your bat is in the hand. You start hearing the opposing team chanting, "Choke, choke, 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 choke."
Is their team player called like Adrian Cho or
No, they're telling you to choke as in like to fumble.
Oh
with the
wow!
bat.
Oh, that's quite hostile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh.
You look around. You look around, and something's not right about this. It doesn't seem like.
What time of day is this? Because like have we moved forward some hours?
No.
It's a dream. 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 It's my dream. It's your
Stop turning up in my scenes.
So I was
Every fucking campaign.
What the fuck is going on here?
Okay. You hold your bat tightly. Roll a grit. If you want to roll something else, I'll let you. But
Sorry, I got a 12.
okay, well, I didn't even get a chance. I was going to say 10, but yeah, you succeed.
That was a 10.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's a good thing I rolled a fucking 12. I wouldn't have got it on anything else.
So
You got an 11.
your nerves are held, and
How many dice
you
there?
swing the bat as the pitcher comes around, throwing the ball. It sails through the air in slow motion, and you smash it out of the with the bat, and it goes flying past the bleachers. Your home side starts going, yay!
Do I need to run round now, like rounders?
Yeah, you're
cool,
like
great.
a first base. You start
Great.
making your way. You start running around.
On my way round, I make eye contact with the opposing team's benches, and I'm just going choke, 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 choke as I run with each step.
As you're looking at the opposing team, you get to the second base and you hit into something. You close your eyes because it like takes the wind out of you, and you open them, and then suddenly you feel a cold presence in front of you. You look up and you can see the looming demonic figure of Mr. Fingers standing there. He puts his cold, slender hands around your neck and starts to squeeze. You look up into the cold void of his eyes. What's your fight?
My fight is D20.
Roll a fight.
Oh, wow.
Difficulty class 12.
Got 2.
Do you want to use any of your adversity
Teenage
tokens?
Mutant Hero Turtles.
This is a dream, though, right?
Yeah.
Then no.
Okay.
Scott's playing tactically. He's not going to waste these. Not going to waste his turtle cards on a dream.
It stands over you, just squeezing tighter and tighter. Roll a brains check with difficulty of 5.
1.
Oh, Jesus.
You get a adversity token for that because you
All right.
failed.
Is that 1 or 10?
That's a 1 because it's a D10.
So the 0 is a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's 1-0.
You
So that's the decimal dice if you're using a D100. Like, just like yours there.
Shows how much I use D10s.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You
So, yeah.
start to, you feel like you're about to pass out, He lets go of one side of your neck and then drags his finger along your cheek. You wince in pain.
Can I kick him in the balls?
Yeah. Roll a fight
To know how much control I have over this stream.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. It's like anything. With
2.
difficulty of
2.
5.
Got 2. Got a second 2.
God.
Do you want to use any adversity tokens?
Like, am I feeling like I'm going to die? I mean, it's a dream. It's kind of hard to... I don't know if he's Freddy Krueger or not.
Well, I mean, we've already got a bit of an idea that stuff happens to you in the real world, right? That stuff has happened.
Imagine if Ross has just been holding this back and Benny's just found headless in his bed.
Roll a... take an adversity token, and then what I'll do is roll a brains check of 5. I'll lower it. So
You're just loading him up with cards, man.
Yeah. You feel... This is weird because it feels so real, and it feels like you're being... It feels like someone's actually scraping something sharp across your cheek, and it feels like that you're choking to death.
Oh, no.
With that, he looks into you and just says... and you wake up. You wake up in your bed.
I shit and piss myself.
Oh, God.
You shit and piss yourself. The bed is even more wet. You get up. You can see across in the mirror that you have a scratch mark on your cheek, and you've got black imprints on your neck as well. And then you hear a knock at the door.
Oh, great.
Hey, son.
What was it? Is it morning?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, son.
Yeah?
Open the door.
Nope.
Why not?
I had a bad dream.
Well, open the door. What are you doing?
I think I'm having a pericardial subluxation.
What the hell are you
Dad.
talking about?
I got like a relapse, from like adrenaline and stuff like that.
What the hell?
Dad.
What?
Dad.
Yes.
Dad, I shit and piss myself.
Open the door.
Don't open. No, I'm gonna do this myself. Okay? It's happened maybe once before.
Look.
Fuck off.
No, don't you talk to your father like that.
Dad, you told me before I gotta clean up my own shit. Now it's happening literally. Okay? I got this.
Fine. You hear he's rich enough to afford a mobile telephone.
Whoa.
He gets a ringing on that, and he answers it. He goes, yeah, you can overhear it from the other side of the door. Yeah, everything's fine here. Yeah, I know. Look, you don't have to worry about that cop anymore. He's sick. Look, nothing. He's not gonna find anything out. And if he does, I'll put an end to him quickly.
Cleaning up my poop in my bedroom. Got strangle marks on my neck, and I'm bleeding from my chin. La 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 la. That's the worst thing that happened today. Gonna play baseball, just baseball. I love blood sport. Ignoring this. Ha 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 ha.
He walks down the stairs.
Benny Frasco ties up his shitty sheets and deals with them appropriately.
How does one deal with shitty sheets?
Well, in Train Spotting, which is the only real reference I have for this, he just sort of flung it all over his girlfriend at breakfast. Now
and his mother-in-law.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that. It's like a food waste thing, right? In America, they have like instead of a sink, they just have like a mulching machine.
I can tell you now, we've got one of those at my home, and you can't grind up a poopy sheet in it. Not that I've tried. I've not tried.
I've got a fight of D20, James.
Okay, I want to see this because it's designed for soft foods.
Is there such a thing in America as an incinerator?
Yeah, it's called an incinerator.
Yeah, but I mean, you might have a boiler down in the basement.
I'm not going to put it in the boiler. I don't want it to radiate through the house.
Can you imagine? Our house is powered by poop.
Rural America.
Yeah.
Burn horse shit, don't
Take
they?
it out back, Fargo it. Take it out back, throw it in the wood chipper.
Hey, that's right. I'm not going to make you.
No, I shit my bed.
All right,
I've got to lay in it.
All right.
I do one of those three things, whichever one you think is the most appropriate.
As you open are you going down outside? Are you just opening the door and just going down?
If my dad's still out there, I've climbed out the window before. I've definitely done that.
He's
There he
not
is,
there.
backyard.
You can't hear anything. But
Okay, fine. Is it daytime?
Yeah.
Is my fucking sister like anywhere around? Ah, fucking Ross. Okay, so now it's become like a fucking CIA mission. How do I get this shit out of here without? Okay, so I leave my room. I go get a bin liner. Do bin liners exist in 1980s America? It's basically a fantasy universe to me. I've got no idea. They do things so much different. Their houses are so much bigger.
There is garbage bags. Yeah.
Great, cool. I just get one of those, bring it back upstairs to my room, shut the door, lock the door.
Okay.
Put all the things in the garbage bag, wrap it up tight. No one can see through unless she has X-ray vision. She's got no idea. I leave my room with the shitty bag.
Have you had a shower? Have you had a shower?
Yeah, you're still covered in poop.
Cleansed you?
You don't know how I'm covered in poop, Ross. How covered am I in poop? This has become the majority of the episode. I'm so sorry.
It's just in between your cheeks. I don't think you shit yourself and then.
Yeah, great. Unless my sister goes sniffing in between my butt cheeks, James, then she's not going to know.
Cheek.
I take the garbage bag downstairs.
You take the garbage bag downstairs. Your sister is not there.
I throw it in one of those three things that we discussed that Americans have.
You throw it in the swimming pool.
In the swimming pool.
I'm joking. You throw it in the garbage bag, in the garbage can.
Okay, great. I go back upstairs.
Yeah.
And I take a shower.
You take a shower and get ready for the big day.
But in the shower, the last shot you see is me looking in the mirror as it steams up, and the last thing you see is the black mark around my neck.
Mitch, you are on your. You can either go to Thrifty Business before the game, if you've got enough time, if you would like to.
Yeah. She's going to pop in there. They're
Cool.
going to pop in there.
You make your way to Thrifty Business, a quaint little gem tucked away along a quiet main street. Its weathered sign, adorned with a whimsical hand-painted lettering, signals a departure from the hustle and bustle of the modern, newly built mall. The shop exterior, with faded wooden sidings and creak screen door, hints at the charm within. You open the door and the shop unfolds into a cozy space filled with a curated selection of pre-loved items. The shelves are lined with vintage masonry jars, old-fashioned kitchenware, and faded hardcover books. A worn Persian rug graces the creaky wooden floor, adding warmth to the atmosphere. Your eyes are drawn to someone sorting out heaps of boxes. You can see a silver-haired, neatly combed, silver-haired man. He is dressed with a well-worn cardigan and tweed vest.
What was his name again?
Percival.
Percival, yes. Hey, Percy. What's up?
Oh, Michelle!
Can you call me Mitch now, please?
Sorry, Mitch.
Thank you.
So, Mitch, how you been?
Well, my dad is sick. And I don't know. Okay, I guess. What do you need?
I just need you to go through that box over there. He points to one of the boxes and says, just price it up and put it on the shelves. You know how much things cost.
Yeah, okay.
You've done this before.
Sure.
You've got the catalog of prices over there as well.
It's kind of nice to be here, actually. I forgot. how much I like this place.
Yeah, Margaret misses you.
What?
Sorry.
Margaret?
Yeah, sorry. I had a tomato in my throat.
Is that the drone consciousness? It was like the hive mind that was gathering on the wall.
I thought Margaret was dead.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
She missed you. She misses you. She missed you. She used to miss you.
Yeah, before she
died.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I used to love coming here. All right, look, I'll do this one box, okay, and then I gotta go, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Make a brains.
Right. Can I
6.
borrow your dice? I forgot.
Go on, borrow my dice.
Okay.
Brains difficulty 6.
8. Okay. Difficulty of 6, and I got an 8.
Nice.
Magical.
You start sifting through the box. It takes you probably about half an hour to go through everything in there until there's one last thing.
What is it?
There's one thing in particular that takes your attention.
Is it Margaret?
Margaret's hand.
There is a
Just got $1. I want you to do something weird.
Make sure you get it to the bottom.
there's a painting. It's quite dusty, and you wipe the front of the painting. You see that there is on this painting, it's of a figure. There's a long, sinewy figure depicted in eerie detail, and it bears an uncanny resemblance to the chilling entity known as Mr. Fingers. You've seen this person before. Its elongated, skeletal hands seem to reach out from the canvas, invoking an overwhelming sense of dread. The visage is grotesque, sending shivers down your spine.
A person. Who is this in this picture?
In that moment, you hear echoing through your own head laughter. Trembling, you lean a little closer on the painting to where the sort of signature is, and it says Catherine Jacobs.
What? Was she the artist?
Yeah, I've literally just closed the fucking town notes. Catherine.
She was the other. Catherine.
You know her as the artist that made the chicken statue.
She made the chicken statue.
Right, she made the chicken statue.
She was rumoured to have died when she fell into the custard hole back in 85, but no one knows for sure.
What the hell? Percy?
Yes?
Where the hell did you get this picture?
That's not a picture, it's a painting.
Fucking pedants. This painting, where did you get it?
Oh, I think somebody gave it to me. I can't remember who.
Do you know who it is, or what is it?
Let me have a look. He has a look. The artist. He goes, oh, yeah, that's Catherine Jacobs. She was a famous artist back in the 70s before she died.
I've heard of her. Can I keep this?
Okay, fine. Just as long as you don't tell anyone about the dead children in the backyard.
What?
Sorry, nothing. No, I'm joking. Yes, you can. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
She was a famous artist back in the 70s. Yeah, you can have that picture. Off you go.
You young
Don't sell it for a huge profit now.
I've priced up the rest of the stuff. Thanks for the painting, Percy. I'll see you later.
Thanks. See ya.
She dashes off with the painting under her arm.
You all make your way to school. The rest of and you all meet up. And as you make your way in the morning, you can't seem to shake the feeling you're being watched. As you're on your bikes or however you get to school, you can't seem to shake that feeling you're being watched. The hairs on the back of your head stand to attention the whole way to the school. As you get to school, the anticipation of this local baseball game echoes throughout the high school. People adorning the local high school colours of both the Sasquatches versus the bees.
Nice.
The bee stings.
The bee stings. Yeah, we didn't actually name because we named the professional baseball team.
Yeah.
But then we decided that the college level team was a roller hockey team that we've never mentioned in the show. So we never, despite having a baseball character,
we'll call them the bee stings.
The bee stings. So the bee stings are us or are the other town?
No, they're the other town. You guys are the Sasquatches.
The Sasquatches. Nice.
Yeah. Benny, you find yourself inside your locker. Not inside the locker. inside the locker room. Inside the locker room.
Piss yourself.
Just before the game starts.
Has he got rid of the shitty blanket yet?
Yes, he's still with him. There's mingling sense of youthful deodorant and perspiration embrace you as you prepare to change into your baseball.
So glad I brought this youthful deodorant with me.
It's like Lynx or Axe.
There was three brands available
America.
at the store. One was youthful, one was like babies, and one was fucking hell, I'm old. And I'm glad I went for youthful.
Then in walks Coach Peterson.
Yes!
Okay, now I can't remember. I gotta wait. I gotta take a while to.
It was like really.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, I gotta take a while to figure out how he sounded. But okay, kids, shut up! Stop looking at me. Hey, you! He points at Benny. Stop looking at me.
Okay.
Okay, kids. It's the biggest game of your lives. It's the biggest game of your lives.
Do you have a speech or...
Yeah, I'm getting to it.
I'm sure you sound different.
Yeah, I do. Don't worry.
You didn't listen to like the last fortnight's episode or nothing to listen to what your voice sound like?
No. I didn't have time. So now I'm down. I sounded a little different. Okay.
Just a treasure trove for a GM or a DM to have like all your voices already recorded in a pre-existing format somewhere. It's
What
really
you
useful.
shut up, you.
Okay, all right, sorry. I should have pissed myself last night.
He says, right. You guys are going up against the bee stings. The bee stings, they're the college state champions. Okay?
They're the college state champions? We're
Yeah.
fucking high schoolers.
Yeah, they're the high school champions.
What?
State champions.
Are they also the college? Did they?
Yeah.
They won everything at high school level.
Yeah.
Now they've won.
They've won everything. They won the college state championships, the high school state championships,
The kindergarten state championship.
We always get to the right at the end, and then we fail. We can't fail today.
Yesterday.
Sorry, I'm incredibly drunk. Benny,
Yo.
you're gonna be batting with. You're gonna be batting with Jimmy.
Cool.
He points over at Jimmy.
Is Jimmy the bully who I beat up?
No.
Okay.
Is he the Star Wars guy?
You're going to be... Jimmy Smims, for you see no difference because you've seen him before. However, for the listeners, you remember a slightly overweight kid who was obsessed with Star Wars. Now before you stands a muscular teenager who appears effortlessly to blend in with the jocks. He is huge. Yeah. It's time to take him down. But don't you get in my way. Don't you get in my way, Benny.
Yeah, we got it, Jimmy. We're batting together, so...
I'm gonna bat better than you will ever bat in your life.
Hey, I freaking hope so, because this is a real big game for us to win together on the same team,
Yeah,
Jimmy
why don't you
Smims.
go collect your baseball cards?
Oh, okay,
huh?
we're that part of NPC. Okay, fine.
We're on the same team. We've got to pull together. So I'm going to fight you right now.
Don't be such a fucking nerd, okay?
All right,
All right.
Hey, you kids, calm down. Take that attitude for the other team. We gotta take them down.
All right, Michael Caine.
Hey, Jimmy, do you want some youthful deodorant?
I don't need deodorant.
Okay.
I got musculus.
Yeah, you do. How's the egg diet working out for you, buddy?
Good. I have 13 eggs a day.
You're as big as a barn.
Okay. Now, the rest of you. You're gonna be in the other positions, but I'm not sure where. But you're gonna be in the other
First base, second base, third base, and fourth base.
No, yeah, but there's also
Is there
left field, center
batting.
field, right field.
Actually, if they're
shortstop.
batting, they'll be in the sitting there off.
Well, when we catch, where you, Benny,
Benny Fresco. That's right.
you're gonna be center field.
Center field.
And if you don't catch those balls, my God, you're going to be catching some other balls in a minute.
Wow.
Okay.
You ever heard of a thrift shop?
I'll send you to the thrift shop.
I'll get thrift shop on your ass.
That's where kids who fail at baseball get sent to the disappearing shop.
Now I'm going to go out and talk to the other coach and give him some shtick.
Okay.
Benny,
Yep.
you give them a speech to rouse their fucking shit.
No.
Bye. He walks off.
All right.
At this point, Jimmy Smims looks at you, goes, and then walks out.
Hey, I already have an antagonist, you know. Okay, guys, this is a big game for us. Big game for the schools. It's a big game for the state region. All right. You know what? We know what happens to bees when they sting.
They die?
That's right. You know how tempted I was to say same as everything else, but that film's not been released yet. So, but they die. That's right. So when you get stung by a bee, just remember they're gonna fucking pull their own guts out on your skin. Let's go fuck them up, yeah. You're gonna make me roll a charm, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Of course you are.
Roll-
Dan, can I borrow a D4?
Roll a charm of
I'm using my
6.
I'm using my DM's dice here. I've got Old Bad Moon and its friends because they're the only dice I had to hand, and I'm really worried we're just burning all the luck off them on this game before I've got a GM for you later.
Do you have to declare adversity tokens before you roll?
No, you can roll it, because if you...
Okay, cool.
You can.
I would
trade
like
in
to
3.
spend 3 adversity tokens. Fine, you happy? You got me spending adversity tokens. Fine, you happy? You happy now? Okay.
Teenage Mutant Hero Tales.
That is 3 of my adversity tokens spent to match it to make it 6.
Everyone starts going, yeah! All right, let's go kill those bees!
And Jimmy,
He's not there.
what?
He left.
He left. He
Oh.
left the locker room.
Okay, fine. I text him. Oh no, never mind.
He's out in the corridor guzzling eggs.
Okay, cool. You head out onto the field. The anticipation of the air is palpable. The sun is cast a warm glow, golden hue over the well manicured diamond, and the stadium is alive. It's not really a stadium, but there's
The
there's
stadium
bleeding.
is a lot run. Cosmic horror. It's the final boss fight. It's happening now. Fuck it.
Everyone is excited, and the bee stings, resplendent in their vibrant yellow uniforms, exude confidence, while the Sasquatches, clad in their forest green attire, wear expressions of steely resolve, thanks to Benny's speech. The clash of these two formidable teams promises an exhilarating and fiercely competitive contest that has the crowds on the edge of your seats.
Ooh, are we all there with like Go Benny signs?
Yeah, the rest of you are in the bleachers. You all meet up in the bleachers. Mitch has something in under her arm.
What's
Hey
what do you
guys.
Hey.
I don't know why we're being quiet. It's not the theater.
I found something.
What did you find?
What do you make of this?
Holy poop.
It gave me a real weird feeling when I looked at it. And look who the artist is.
That's the guy from my dream.
Where did you find that?
It was in the thrift shop.
And you went back to the thrift shop?
Yeah.
I thought you swore never to go back there.
Well, Percy needed me, I'm just trying to help him out.
Percy needs a lot of things.
Yeah.
Whilst you're talking, you see the familiar sight. Benny, you're too busy, practicing, getting ready for the game, warming up. However, you three see a familiar sight of Freddie Johnson running up to you. He has got claw marks all over his my God, arms and stuff. He goes, guys, I need to talk to you now. And that's where we leave it tonight.
Oh my God. Merry Christmas, Dangerlings.